It ain't. You are live once again. We back. Thank you for the Dr. Crip show. We ain't doing nothing over here, man. It's all good over here. Listen, we just trying to move forward, man. This a peace movement, man. This is a real peace movement. That's what this is, man. It's just a peace movement going live. You feel me? Just uh, doing this thing. You feel me? Um, but every time we come here, man, we trying to leave a little bit of knowledge, let people know what's going on out there. I got a couple of hits from the other show, the 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 um the about the baseball, about the baseball. So you go to drcrip.com. Um, go to drcrip.com and or whereyouFromHomie.com, and that's how you get the baseball book. So go there, you know, um, leave your name, your information, make the purchase, and I'm gonna get the baseball book to you. You know, it's a few copies out there. A lot of people from I would say, on the East Coast, or kind of like the East Coast, um, Midwest area. A lot of sales come from over there. Like, they be wanting to know, but um, this is the positive end. People like Dr. Crib, my nephew, man. he really, my nephew, man, he really out of control. Which, like, man, you got to stay on him, man. You got to show him different stuff. You know, you got to you find out what his interests are. The stuff that he talk about, but he never do. You know, that's his childhood passion stuff. Like, I wanted to be a basketball player. I was really good. No, I ain't lying, man. I was really, really good. I was good, man. I'm telling you, I was good. I could have been in the NBA, man. I think I was NBA material, man. I'm not saying I was gonna have a successful career just like that, though, but I could have got in there, touched some of that bread, man, and you know, did my thing. But the path took me somewhere else, man, in life, the journeys. And when you don't have the support that you're supposed to have, that stuff can easily get turned away and never come back, you know? So, you gotta stay focused on they, you know, on their dreams or what they like. Anything that they're pursuing or anything or find interest in, it's your job to expand that. If they like looking at the stars, get them a telescope. Start buying them books about stars because that'll take their interest. At, at very least, they will find enough fascinating stuff about it to make it a life habit. And a life habit is nothing but a trade learned through your own, you know, training. You know, my daddy, his brother, all them, I got farmers and educators, they can build everything. They can work on cars. They can build houses on it, but they don't got no license to do it because they were skilled and learned by going out and doing it. So that's why you gotta be on your child like that. Just stay on your child head like that. Whatever he got going, you know, she got going. Encourage it. That's part of the cureness. That's part of the healing process to get your child away from GAMD, because the more that the addiction goes, the more the mental go, and the more the disorder go. And once the disorder get to a level of the state of confusion, which meaning that they chose this false illusion of over reality, meaning I face that they just stepped into that realm, where their mind is now warped with, you know, the covering of the face tats. That's why I say, man, two things the gangs could do. Oh Lord, here we go. No more and 24. We don't need no more and 24. And what my homies hate, they don't like. No more face tattoos, man. We don't need no more kids with a big CK, some nachos on their face, some uh anything, man. We don't need none of that. This is not cultural. The culture. This is none of that. This is stupidity. We don't need that. So now I challenge all the gangs to don't put no more 18. Let him make his choice at 18. Let him make his choice at 18. Not to do it. Let him make his choice at 18. So no more at 24. Let's just leave it like that. We don't want no more at 24. So, and no more face tats. That's starting to irritate me right now. What's up, Shalom? Oh, how old are you, my? What's up, little homie? How old are you? 14, cuz. Oh, okay. This nigga got a Converse store, East Side for life. All the whole car. 6 deuce, 6 deuce, all the way to 190. The coasters, the Hoovers. You feel me? Watts, everybody that got multiple sides and all that shit, all this shit covered. 14. Why didn't nobody stop that dude from doing that, man? That's the stuff that I be doing. That's all. That's what you call the gang, so-called gang interventionists. That's what they are. The gang interventionists. So no more, man. We don't need no more of that. let's be just real about that. We don't need no more of that. Okay? No more in 24 and no more face tats. I'm just I'm just saying, you know. So but that's not why I came today. I came today to talk about what the interventionists are supposed to be doing. Where the money going? Who getting all this money? Who's getting it? Ain't no money in intervention. Like, okay, well, who's getting it ain't no money in intervention. Who is that? And who's getting the money for intervention? Who is that? And who ain't getting? It ain't no money in intervention. That's what the community want to know. Like, man, listen, what's going on with all that? And that's a bumpy road. That's what keep a lot of that can keep a lot of internal stuff up. That's why that is part of the charcoal of keeping the in hood politics of the gangs. Almost every gang probably now, right now, probably do have some sort of politic where some homies then try to do something to somebody else that was shouldn't have been done, but it happened. People got killed, all that. So pretty much everybody then hood probably then participated in something like that. So I can say my situation probably is at that. Ain't never been nothing like that. Like, wait a minute. Who? Why y'all shooting niggas like this right here? With the? With, you know. So that within itself is a situation. Next level street stuff. So you know you have to be careful of that, which is reasons why you don't want your child to be in a gang. You know, that's the only thing that can be said. That's the only thing that can be done is don't let my child in a gang. My child shouldn't be in a gang. You know, your child shouldn't be in a gang. But um it's other solutions. You know, you got to just find the ones. Like I said, this is the Dr. Crip show, man. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in. Listen, this is the only show where you're gonna find out information of not to join a gang. We're not trying to hype up the Crips or nothing. But why your name Dr. Crip? Man, shut up. Just follow the program. You know, you got to do something to do something, you know. So if you think of something else, man, then do it, you know. And long as it's saving the lives of whoever, kids, or getting the interest of people to let them listen and look, get out the way, man. Just let it happen, you know. But you got to do something, man. You can't just not do nothing, you know. If if you are a supporter of the Crips right now in 2024, you know, it ain't nothing to be proud of. Let's just say that. Now, you know, individually, it's always going to be people that stand out individually, of course. We're always going to have that. You're going to have people that has success, you know, but it didn't come easy. It came with some up and downs to it. And you just so happen to survive those up and downs. But um, everybody not going to be as fortunate as that. And some people should be as fortunate. Some people should be fortunate to that's bigger than you in the gang world, who you are. It's somebody that deserve what you doing, what you got that's bigger than you, that put in more work than you, that did everything. It was just God said, this is what's going to happen. So the real ones is always going to land on their feet and make a difference. Just like the people that's paying attention to this show. You feel me? The people that come on this show and leave comments and all that, you know. Um, we gonna we try to highlight some of them people, man, all the time, you know. So it's important that it's important that you acknowledge people and uh, you let people know, certain things about what's going on with you and, how you getting down because you never know who could help you, when that time comes. That's why you got to have God in your life as well. So all that stuff makes a difference. But I came on here today because, like I said, we talking about real intervention, how people's supposed to be get down. You know, I got real, I got real, I got real tracks in the field out here, man. You know, this ain't no joke. This ain't no you doing it for play. I'm my track record. You know, I'm realizing now that the stuff that you did all those years ago really is have a footprint to it. And sometimes you get to see it. But I got some footage. I got some footage that I'm gonna show you. I got some footage I'm gonna show you from the DVD, South Central's Finest. And you know what? I did want to talk about South Central's Finest too a little bit. But South Central's Finest, Raw from LA, hosted by me, uh, LA Nut, Dr. Crip, it's all the same. Um, where we try to go around the city and talk to people about gang violence and what was going on and what are some of the solutions to, ending the gang violence. Uh, um, some of the tragedies that go along with gang violence. See, I'm really like the first real authentic hood reporter to a certain degree. Like you got a lot of DVDs that were made back when, before me and all that talked about gangs, but I don't think none of them was ever as powerful in the power of peace than mine because I do certain things, you know, in the videos to let people know, what this is, what the video was really truly about, and try not to contradict yourself, you know. Um, but the making of it, man, and going through the process of getting everybody together and doing all the stuff to make the DVD and all that stuff was a trip, man. So but we pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to turn something into something. Maybe I failed at that because the illusion of gangs, had a more of an impact on me to be, you know, more loyal to the gang, and not knowing that at the end of life that the gang is not gonna be as loyal to you as you was to it. That ain't gonna happen. You can forget about that one. So um that's what we talking about. Like what is a gang interventionist? What is their job? What are they supposed to do? Because of course, when I started, it wasn't about no money with me because of what happened. See, I came in at a high level. I had a senator. See, when you have a senator, you had a senator, had a senator. Like some people need senators now with their cases. That's always good to have representation, as a character witness, a senator come to court for you, you know? Yeah. That's always a good thing, man. When you have a senator. See, that's better than an attorney. See, I didn't need no attorney money then. Even though I found out how, attorney money is always good. You're supposed to have it. But I also found out that, hey man, when you got a senator as a character witness on your behind, guess what? A lot of shit go away real fast. And I don't know too many Crips in Los Angeles uh, that had a senator come to court for them. Now the ones I know is the ones that he went to court for. The same senator came to court for me, came to court for them dudes, and those dudes are living life, real nice. So, some people need stuff like that. People that got cases right now, man, they need to have a good senator, man. Like, nut. You ain't got this and that, but you talking about you had senators come to court for you. Well, I can't make this up. He did. You feel me? Tom Hayden, man, my man. I love him to death. It's my guy. I miss him. He was I wasn't in. I didn't know about all the political stuff that he had going on in his life until once you find out and you meet a person. He did all that for me without really knowing me, off of meeting me, two times, and asked me, why should I put my career, why should I do this and that for you? And I'm like, man, because I'm out here doing this and that. That's what I'm doing, Tom. And at the time, unknowingly, I was doing it, I kind of lied a little bit, but I was doing it unknowingly, it was some neighborhoods the homies had messed with back in the day. They had a beef, and my cousin is from this side, and I got friends from this side over here. So basically, after a few murders and a bunch of shooting, they know they needed to, it was time to talk or whatever, and it just God sent it my way. Like, boom, they both of them popped up. Oh, what damn? That's good, y'all here. What's up? Because man, we want to holler, man. What's up? Like, I'm gonna go spread the word, and next thing you know, the OGs came out the cuts and they took it over from there, and that war was over. So I told Tom that, so he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right, boom, boom." So he showed up and did his thing, and where I was supposed to be getting 5 years in prison, I got probation and the start of something else, you know, and life began. You start finding stuff out, uh, what won't, because I'm a solid homie. I try to help everybody. That's my job as a supposedly Crip. You feel me? You can't bring, you cannot bring organization to something that started off dysfunctional. It's not going to happen. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. The Crips was a dysfunctional, demonic thing. Y'all had fun beating weaklings up and people kicking people teeth out. That's what y'all was doing. Beating people up, making them join against their will. Yeah, that's what you was doing. And the ones that could survive it, that didn't care about it, they fitted right in with it. So of course, that's gonna spread like a virus. Ain't nothing positive about the Crips. Tell me something that's positive, something that they done that's positive. Oh, I forgot. They did the book. This is it. Shameless plug. This is it. This is the only thing they did positive. This is the only thing the Crips ever did that's positive. Right here. Here you go. This is it. This is the most positive thing ever that the Crips did. Is have that baseball book made right there of all them gangs together. Yeah, but the Crips ain't that. I mean, they've never done nothing. It's nothing positive about it. It's nothing that's. It's something that you don't want your child. That's you want your child to learn something and fall off in life or something. Tell them to go join the Crips and Bloods. That's the punishment of life right there. But I did want to talk about, like I said, the gang intervention and what's going on. What the job and what the jobs they supposed to do. What kind of responsibilities that they have. You know, um, basically what they supposed to be doing. Far as the ones who get the money. If you're on a check, if you're getting a check, your job is to provide um, an atmosphere of togetherness. Homies think that when they get the check, like, oh, this check, yeah, man, let me go I'm gonna pay my rent, I'm gonna pay this, I'm gonna pay this, I'm gonna pay that. Yeah, to a degree, that is true because you worked for it, you earned it, and that's what you're supposed to do. But it is also stated that in these funds that I give you, it is your job out of these funds to do something positive in the community. So you don't have to wait till Easter, the Mother's Day. You're supposed to be doing something when you get your check. It's like, man, what you supposed to? You are supposed to do something positive with that check in your community because that's what it was meant for to do. Well, no, I had to pay my bills. I had to, man, I had to pay. I know that, and it's probably not enough money and all that though. But still, they wanted you to take something of that to that 60, $50, and feed people, do something, every time you get paid. Yeah, that's what a gang intervention check is. I don't care who say what. No, I don't care that you work for whoever, the president, the mayor. Don't tell me nothing because I was there when it was changed. And that's what it was. I didn't say your whole check. I didn't say a percentage of your check. I just said that you are supposed to do something positive in your hood with the gang money. Not all of it is supposed to go to building the lowrider or paying your bills or, it's supposed to go to the community because that's what it's for, because that's what you're doing in the community. That's what it's supposed to do. And people have a hard concept with that. They have a hard time understanding that. Like, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. No, Dr. Crip, that ain't right. No, yes, it is. That's what it's for. Yes. The shit that I helped create and start, yeah, that's what it's for. That's what you're supposed to do. That is something that you are supposed to do. Whether it's $40, $50, fire the grill up, whatever. I don't know what you're gonna do. You feel me? Go buy, spend $50 and get a whole bunch of stuff and pass them out. I don't know. That's on the person that's receiving the check, But most people, they don't look at it like that. They uh uh they they kind of look at it. They kind of look at it different. Uh, Thank you, the one smoke 90. I just got my "Where You From, Homie" book today. Man, now what you do is take a picture of it, man, and send it in to the website, man, or send it to the email address. Send it to Dr. Crip TV at gmail.com. And we'll post a picture, in the future, on something, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. And make sure let somebody know, man. When kids, this listen, follow this. You see this? This dude didn't tell. This dude ain't never did no busterism. This dude didn't help the gang and his homies. He didn't squabble. He ain't never turned down no fades. And look what happened to him. His own homies did this to him. Some homies that ain't even been from the hood at that time 10 years. Less than 10 years, they did this to a G, a supposed G. I told you that word is fake because now everybody is a G. Anybody could be a G. It's never had nothing meaning behind it. Everything in the Crips and Bloods is fake. It's all an illusion. There's no such thing as this and that. There's no such thing as this, that, whatever, But yeah, man, make sure you do something with it and help somebody out, man. Let them know. Like, man, y'all need to go get y'all copy, man. This is what it's about. This is one of the most notorious gangs in all of Los Angeles. Not the neighborhood car or none of that. You talking about a gang that don't have the notoriety of the other gangs because those gangs are bigger. But let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you for you to understand that. And that's why I got shot, because this gang is going to eventually keep keep evolving to where it's just going to turn and feed on itself. But this gang is a gang of murderers and snitches. The worst kind of gang you could be from in Los Angeles. Yes. Worst kind of gang. No organization, no nothing. Just an existence of murder, busterism, and it survives over and over and over. Because when it's time to go out to do something to somebody else, it gets handled. But the inner is just, is you can we can produce people. See, that's another reason why I got shot, because this gang produces that attitude of I'm bigger than what it is. You have people from each bracket like that, uh, that step out and try to do something like that. There's always ending in something, like, wait a minute. Even when you got put on, you wasn't all that. I ain't saying you was a buster, but you wasn't no person that was all like that. You was soft as a cookie, chocolate chip, fresh baked cookies. You ain't no aggressor like that. But that county jail, you feel me, made you a man. Now you get out, you got that chip on your shoulder, and can't nobody say your name, can't nobody, you ain't got to do no fades, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So that's what that is. That's why I believe he acted alone. Like most people say, man, somebody paid that dude to do that to you, because uh I the snitches I keep away, and that not that I keep a snitch away, is just that don't come trying to press a line in the hood around me, because I'm gonna be like, you fat, and I don't care how much money you got. Don't mean nothing. I don't mean nothing. I don't care about you're foul, and that's part of your sickness, and it's a reason why this is happening, you know. So, you know, but let's get back to what we was talking about with the reason why we was here today, because I was talking about the gang interventionists, and the jobs that they supposed to do, you know, how they supposed to be, performing out here, the the things that they supposed to be doing, you know, um, that if you are receiving a check from the government, you know, what some of your responsibilities are. Because I get these questions all the time. People be wanting to know this type of stuff. So I tell them, this is the type of stuff that I used to do in the hood, that I will organize. I basically was the organizer, and I bring people together to help make whatever is going to happen. That was my job. That was my calling. I'm going to go holler at this dude. I'm going to go holler at this dude, because I know who to go talk to, and I know what they're going to say, and I know how they're going to feel. So that's all I need. And boom, whether it's in my hood or in other hoods. So we used to move around like that. So this is just some footage that I found. It's from the documentary South Central's Finest. It's from my documentary film, my first documentary film, South Central's Finest. I think it came out in '03, something like that. I made some thousands off of it. Now, I put this many thousands in, and I got these many thousands back, but I should have kept going out the trunk or something like that, maybe. Didn't wait on nothing, no trying to get it picked up, distribution. Baby C Dog from Harlem, he always used to say, he said, Nut, South Central's Finest raw from LA, man, it's out. He said, it's before its time. They ain't ready for this. They not ready for it. It's too much. Maybe he was right. It was, that could happen. Stuff happens like that. But this is some of the stuff that you need to do, man, if you're not doing. You know, this is some of the footage that I found uh, from South Central's Finest Raw from LA, where I go around and I interview all kind of people. This lady is at the end. This is Charlotte Austin Jordan. If you don't know who Charlotte Austin Jordan is, her story is, go check her out. Save Our Future. She used to have a program called Save Our Future. Charlotte Austin Jordan. Go check her out. Google her name. Uh, Check her out. But let's just say that her life is a roller coaster of strength and power. You know, uh, she had lost 3 of her kids to gang violence, um, a daughter who was shot in a mistaken identity. Um, and two sons. Um, One was a nephew, but more like a son anyway, still to her. Um, but this is the end of that interview. What I'm showing you is um, what the intervention work that we put together when I, was in the hood and doing stuff with Unity One and all that. This is the type of stuff that uh, can probably still take place today in a lot of parts of in LA in some neighborhoods. You need alley cleanups and all this sort type of stuff. I cleaned the alley up, but what I want you to focus on is this: when you come, as the camera is coming around and it is showing you the wall of graffiti, I want you to know I told the director, because I mean the editor, because he was just like, man, this is bomb footage, man. This is man, this is real raw footage, whatever. But I told him, I said, man, look, I want you to blur out the graffiti. I don't want them to see the graffiti like that, you know? Uh and he like, man, wait, that's real stuff, man. That's the real deal, man. That's how it is. That's why y'all covering it up and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I understand that. What you saying, how the realness of the documentary is, but let me explain something to you. The point that I want to make is I'm pulling out an olive branch. Have you ever heard the term? Uh, 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 I'm putting out an olive branch. You feel me? Uh, there's a sign of help and peace. Like here. I said I don't want the people who know who they hoods is on that wall that's crossed out. They know who they are. I don't have to show that. And that was the difference between my DVD back then and other gang DVDs. Go look at it. See, it's psychological. People don't understand this. And you you think like, well, damn, no, man. Like, but you got to understand what happens in the brain when you in an illusion and you think that this is real, and you trying to make this gang, Crips and Bloods killing, this is reality. So you don't want people to be offended by that. So I don't want you to show that, because I don't want them dudes down the street to see it and be like, oh, fuck us. Like, fuck, F that nigga, man. I want them to be like, oh, fuck but at least he didn't show the hood whacked out. I got a point for something. Anything. It's something to work on and dilate with. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need that small gifts of respect in dealing with gangs and gang violence and peace and trying to stop stuff from happening. You need it. It's just simple. It's just tactics that you got to know how to use. So, I didn't want to show the A-Trays and the Hoovers and all these other people's crossed out, the people that they know. Now, you may see it here and there, though, but he didn't do to me, he didn't do a good enough job of doing it. He just put some effects in there to where he tried to morph it out or whatever. But I wanted to just blur it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to see nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. So, but let me show some of this, man. Uh, This is like I said, this is Charlotte Austin Jordan right here. She go check her out, man. She helped the guy get the 3 strikes law passed. She later regretted that. She didn't have a problem admitting that. Like, oh yeah, I didn't know it was gonna lock. She like, I wanted straight thugs locking up, killing innocent people. That's what she wanted gone. She wanted to. If you doing that, that's who she wanted gone. But this is the end of the interview because I wanted to show the focus of the alley cleanup is my thing today about what gang intervention is supposed to be doing. But this is the end of the video with Charlotte in the beginning of the alley scene. Uh, Me talking to Charlotte and she talking about how to prevent your kids from being in a gang and all that other type of stuff. This is a remarkable woman right here, man. You know, she done a lot for in the area where she was at with Save Our Future. She used to have block parties, bringing out rappers, celebrity rappers, everything. She was doing all kind of stuff over there for them kids. But let's check her. Let's check it out and see what happened.
They couldn't just walk away from my house and that was that. Their friends come in the house, they tell my son, man, your mama's crazy. Because I remember there was a young guy after Terrence, trying to get Terrence to sell drugs. And I threw dirt rocks at him. Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I went in their room. I told them I have room checks. Yeah. Nothing.
You see that skirt is flop.
Terrence tried to put a lock on the door, and I just kicked the door in. Okay. I kicked the door in, and I told him if I
paid up to about $200 for that shirt.
That was incriminating. I was taking him to 77.
Yeah.
And if he found
about $200,
money, I might spend it. But I was in the business. I knew who their friends were.
You got to get in your kids' business.
That's right. You all in my business. You don't have no business in my house.
Not when you live with me.
That's right.
You don't got nothing.
That's right.
Now this is the alley cleanup. Now see,
something the community doing. We
gone.
need to clean this alley up. So we out here getting it together. Gang members, people from the community, all kinds of folks. We're gonna get all that right now. Off the wall there. Gang members, gang activity. Cleaning up this scrape down.
Now this is the first time.
Fighting the Rockefeller right there. Chance of the life.
All this people.
Hey, you. Who's responsible for this cleanup in the alley?
Well, you might as well say the community is responsible. Everyone pitched in and helped. I give credit to everybody that came out here and did help. Community service people, plus the people that live around here, I give credit to.
Is that right? What is all this for?
Bring the community together, young kids, so that they can make something positive come out of something.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You got the response you was looking for?
Yeah, I got a great response. I got good attitude. I got people that came out here and put their effort into working hard and to do it from their heart, not from what they see, or they have to come do it, but from their heart.
And all the people.
They put their strength, their effort.
What do you hope to gain by all this?
Well, to let people know that we here, and we here to help.
I named that event A Chance at Life, right? Now, let me tell you what happened with this event. All them people on the shirt right there, all them people that's on the shirt, they all gave me money to help go to the alley cleanup. Now, let me tell you what happened. This is in what you call him? That's in jail right now. The boy, what's his name? For the money sending his son to USC and all that. Mark Ridley. This is his area over here. So the cleanup had got so big that the day that it was happening, he sent a flunky over there. And his flunky was like, he came over there to like, get Mark Ridley, some stripes. Like he got something to do with it or something like that. So on the day of the cleanup, his boy, he like, man, where the cleanup gonna be at? I told him down the street. I gave him the address. I gave him my address Saturday, way somewhere else. Like, check this out, homie. I understand that you need this and that, but I don't do politics like that. And y'all can't just come rain on my parade and take over, whether I'm going to get credit or not. It ain't about that. It's about everybody got out here. Everybody helped to do this thing. And all them people on this shirt, they all gave me money, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you wasn't going to plug all them people on the shirt, then it ain't no reason for you to holler at me, because all them people on the shirt is what made that alley cleanup happen. And that was the first time in the history of 9-0 since that alley been killing people. Since that alley been killing people, has it been cleaned up from the top all the way to the bottom? You know what I'm saying? My plan was to go all the way as far as I can go to like 91st or something like that. But check this out, what start happening. This is what start happening. Mark really, I think he ended up taking the idea anyway and start cleaning up other alleys around Los Angeles. And they tried to come pitch to me the first thing, but because of ego, I turned it down because I was like, I'm not going to nobody else's hood to do nothing. But I was supposed to do it because it was, for one, it would have created an income, and two, I could have hired some other people from that hood down the line. But because of ego and all that other stuff, I was tripping. So, you learn from your mistakes, man. But it was real pop. It was real popping, It was popping off, man.
We're here to keep the community clean, and we're here to keep the community safe. Because I know that this is one of the hard-hit areas of South Central. I know because I was up in here, and I know how bad it can get up in here. So I come down here and seen how it was, so I said something that needs to be done about it. So I looked around, and I got to talking to people, and people got to talking to people, and we all came together, and we started coming out here, and we got it together. We made something negative and turned it into positive.
So it was ex-gang members out here?
Yeah, it was a lot of ex-gang members, fast girls, is that what you want to call them? And they showed that they can help work together with the community and cleaning up. And they didn't give me no attitude, or they instructed no attitude. They came in and got busy and did what they had to do. It was some and whining, but they did their job, and I appreciate it.
Real nice.
Who's this white lady down here in the community? What's your story?
Well, I'm trying to help clean up just like everybody else. I have alternative high school up the street. There's a lot of gang members in there, so I was bringing my kids out here. They wrote on these walls to clean up.
They say you the principal.
But I'm also
Yeah, we love you.
We love you too, and we got a lot accomplished here today.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You feel good about it?
Yeah, because this place was messed up. I mean, it was really messed up. And in a short amount of time, everybody got here and got busy. And everybody worked hard. We got a lot accomplished. So, yeah, I'm ready to go to the next alley when we get done here.
But the thing of it is that look how dirty the alley was. You feel me? look how filthy the alley was. It was just horrible. So when I got the spot over there, I got the duplex. I became the manager of some of the duplexes over there. So um, my first thing was, you know, I need to do something, to help, do anything, do something. And I was sitting around, and I think it was one of my little homegirls. She had came in, and she won our little fly, cute little homegirls too. Fly. Always got her feet done, hair done, nails done, all everything, real fly. Um, and she had came in, and she was like, said something about the alley, like said, "Girl, I don't want to be in that alley. It's dirty out there, or something." And when she said that, ding, already know. Clean this alley, baby. There you go. All clean the alley all the way down. And like I said, Mark Riley Thomas, I think is that his name, Mark Riley Thomas? Yeah, Mark Riley Thomas. He he tried to get some little glory on it, but eventually he stole the idea and went around and started cleaning up alleys. I don't know if he was getting homies to do it though, but he started cleaning some of these alleys up in the county, in his district, wherever he was, his little district was that. He started cleaning up some of the alleys, and it just spread it to some of the other people too. But that's just some of the stuff that um they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got to make an effort, man. Listen, that's over. I can't even tell you what is 20 was if it's you take the 24. What is that? 24 years ago, 03, 04. So that's over 25 years ago, man. You know, no, that's exactly 24 years ago. Yeah. So it was in 2000. So that's exactly 24 years ago, man. 24 years ago, that's what your boy was doing. Frontlining, peace, covering up walls and all that. And trust me, that's one of our main areas where people see. So it's covered up. They know they don't cover it up. They seen us out there covering up. They know we was out there covering up. Because I put out flyers and everything in their hood telling them I was covering it up. So they know I was covering it up. But that's the thing. And covering it up and covering all the graffiti and everything up, I didn't want to show the graffiti crossed out because that incites. Let me tell you something. Put your seatbelt on for this. And you mean to tell me that you can't come talk to us? And I'm saying from the other show when I said about Farrakhan, when he came to the church on 79th and Western. No, OG Bam, where you at? Because he said his parents went there. OG Bam won from the other day. I was talking about the church on 79th and Western. But let me tell you something. This is why Farrakhan, when he came to that church them years ago, it's at the church on 79th and Western, when Farrakhan came down there to speak, the reason why the 9 O's and the 8 trays should have been front row guests. Y'all need to hear this just as much as this community down here need to hear this. You feel me? What up? Holla at the player though. Oh, what's up, Cuzzo? Little Rock, Arkansas, in the house. What's up, homie? It's all good. We just trying to save some lives, homie. That's all we doing. We trying to save some lives. Because, and hopefully that y'all can take this same thing down there. But let me finish this story. So the reason when Farrakhan came down here 20-something years ago, and he spoke at the church on 79th and Western, he should have had the 9 O's and the 8 trays in the front. For one, it's a 30-something year war at that time of just death. Nothing but death, homie. Just death. Number 2, this is a time that we need to hear you, because you haven't spoke in that time in 20-something years. So this is a perfect time for you to get straight at us and let us know who we are, how we exist, and what we doing. We need a whole earful how the community can rally behind everything. So it don't happen. I can't. The homies looking at me like, man, get the homies down here. Get the homies down there. We want to go see Farrakhan. I couldn't make it happen. It was nothing I could do. I tried my best. I was calling people, everything. So now, the reason why I'm saying this is because this is how serious it is. When I didn't want to show in the video in that documentary, I didn't want to show the gangs that we were beefing with at that time crossed out on the wall, because it is something here, mental, GAMD. It's a disorder already. This is 2000, this is 2000. I'm in my sickness. I'm managing my sickness by saying, I don't want to show them in the video crossed out. I want to be different. So that's why if you go back and look at every gang documentary, when they go down and they showing the streets, talking to the people, look at the background. They trying to be hood, and go in a different neighborhood. Look at they got the hoods crossed out, whacked out, and everything. I didn't want to do that. You're trying to make a video about peace, but you showing violence. Crossing the hood out on the wall is violence. That's violence. That's mental violence, homie. Homies get upset about that. To my point of, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. It is serious between these gangs out here, man. They do not play. It's a TV show called Cops, right? Thank God they don't show that no more. Because if they start showing it again, them dudes down there gonna have some problems. The new dinos down there, they go, if they got some of the ones out there got a problem. Because on the TV show Cops, right? It's a scene, it's an episode in there where they show the 9 O's come through there and lay something down, right? They show the people say, man, look, all they did was pull up in a van or something and say, hey, this 9-0, woo woo. And they showing the guy, dead on the ground. Well, let me tell you something. Every time they show that episode on Cops and it come on television back then, for the next 10 years back then, so whenever that happened in 2000 or whenever, something like that, whenever they show reruns or anything in Los Angeles of that show Cops, and they show that in the 8 Trace Park and St. Andrews Park, do you know we get bust on immediately? As soon as that show come on, Cops, and they show the homie, the niggas say the 9-0s came through and the police like it's the 90s and all this and that. Man, they coming straight through. And they didn't chip like 2 people behind that. But they ain't showing it because the cop show is over with. These just reruns. But look at the cycle of violence that is doing. Do you understand? Can you keep up with this? Do you understand what I'm saying? When they show the episode of that Cops on television and it comes on, if it comes on in the middle of the day, it's a wrap for the 90s. Y'all better go find a place, because guess what? Some of them dudes done seen it, and it's on the grapevine in they hood. Man, they showed the naps. I was out there that day, cuz y'all niggas go down. They on their way, coming, popping. And the homies is like sitting ducks, don't even know it. Unless they seen it. If they at home and seen it and start making calls like, hey, man, they just showed Cops. You better start calling the homies like, watch out for them dudes, because that's what I did. Because I was out one time, they showed the episode. And I was like, damn, they just came and popped. The episode came on about an hour later. They like, man, them dudes just came through here. That's how serious. That is how serious. That is the mental. That's how serious gang violence is. That's an old episode. Don't matter. They just show, and we on our way. And now these dudes now the homies got to go back. You feel me? Now it's back and forth. Those Cop episodes create a 2-week war. Boo, 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 boo. What is the solution to that? Covering up. Sending olive branches, homie. Got to stay prepared, So, I'm just saying, man, be wise of how stuff is planted out here and the roles that these people are doing out here, what they got going on, man. Of how the gang interventionists are supposed to move, what's their job, what's their duties, all that stuff, man. Because it is definitely, you gotta know, you gotta know, what is the role. My role was I did 10 years of events, humanitarian day, 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. I did constant events up there, food giveaway, bike giveaway, toy giveaways, everything. That's my over 20-some years. Over 20-some years of gang intervention. Over 24 or 5 years. That clip you seen was 24 years ago. That was in 2000 in the alley. Go look at that alley right now. It's toe up. It's back the same way. Graffiti everywhere, all toe up. Not saying that after I did that, it stayed like that. But when I was there, when I had the spot in the Villes right there, my spot was headquarters. Didn't no graffiti go up during my time when I stayed there. I wouldn't let the homies strike in there. I don't care who you is. And niggas get mad and all. I don't care about none of that. Nigga. Now, I can't do nothing when the enemies come down there. And, of course, they're going to go, do whatever. But I had the neighbors, they try to come paint, cover it up. But, you know, kids shouldn't have to walk through that, man. They shouldn't have to walk through that. They shouldn't have to see that on a daily basis, you know. So I just wanted to come on here, man, and you know, because it crossed my mind. I seen it. It was old footage. I was like, man, look at the old footage, you know. But I got a lot of footage from South Central's Finest. We'd probably be going over that. I'll probably take you down memory lane, man, with South Central's Finest and some of that footage, man. The interviews and all that other stuff, you know. Because a lot of people ask me about the interview with Jim Brown and all that, you know, like, now what happened with Jim Brown? You know, it's a long story. You know, I'm gonna tell it again. I'm gonna tell it again. Um, I they was I was everything they was looking for. I just couldn't go to the county jail to talk because I can't walk into the county jail as a civilian. I'm allergic to jail. I don't like it. When I go to jail, I'm a different person. And once I'm free, I can't just go back to jail as a guest to walk in civilian clothes and then have these dudes in there listening to me. That ain't gonna work, homie. Cause I gotta go on my butt. I gotta go on my ass and pull out dope. See, if that's too much for you, then you already lost because that's what real grinders and servers do. You feel me? You going you it's a lot coming out the butt, man. And jail and all that, man. You feel me? Handling your business, you know? And that's what they gonna want. And come out with drugs, you know? So I couldn't do that. It was nothing I could do about that. So, you know, they got mad and cut me loose. Basically. They got hot and cut me loose. Now, it's a whole lot of people who went up to Jim House and got on, man. I just wasn't one of them. I can't believe it, but I just wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, you know, I get into it. You know, I got some more footage that we gonna find, and because it's content, man, and people like to hear these stories and all this stuff. Um, but that was today, the story. Um, about the alley cleanup of what gang intervention is supposed to be doing, you know, stuff like that, you know, and this was 24 years ago. So this is all that real Crip stuff and everything everybody want to see and all that. You know, this is that stuff. You feel me? This is the real McCoy stuff right here. Ain't none of that fake stuff. So once again, please, hey man, thank everybody for coming out. Please subscribe, like, and share, and run the likes up. Yeah, that's what I need, man. I need to run them likes up. I'm working on running the likes up, homie. I'm really trying to get there. Um, but we passed 1,000, so we get to monetize right now. So you're gonna get to seeing the t-shirts. We got everything, homie. We got Dr. Crip shirts, the whole nine. You know, everything is good. So yeah, but today was about the gang intervention and the role that they supposed to be playing. We got some more stories about gang interventionists and what they supposed to be doing out here. You know, because we don't need no more in 24, man. You know, and we don't need no more in 24. Hey, the one smoke 90. Make sure you send that picture to the email, man, so we can post it, man. My team like doing stuff like that, man. You know, we got a few pictures that we gonna post for people that's with the program. because it ain't nothing else like this, homie. This is all truth right here, homie. We don't care who you is, how big your name is. None of that don't mean nothing, homie. End it in 24. No more in 24. Ain't no OG big and you feel me? Everybody's supposed to be on the same plateau right now, homie. You feel me? Hey, I'm 60 years old, but I still can't wear red, homie. I can't wear blue, homie. I can't do it. Then you part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? You part of the problem, man. You can't let something go. And they don't want to admit they got GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder. That's what that is. That's a mental disorder, homie. That is a mental disorder that you can't wear red at 60-something years old. That's a mental disorder, man. And we got these G homies out here that's stuck like a time machine, that still want the block, that still, make all the crazy statements. Oh, I don't fuck with no snitches. You leave them alone. They busters. I don't listen, homie. We ain't gotta get on here and say if he a snitch, I don't do nothing to him. I go about my business. But see, that's the thing. You're supposed to do something to him. So if everybody saying that's 60, that's saying that's 50, that's saying that 40, that's saying that's 30, that's saying that's 20. Y'all all wrong because somebody is supposed to do something to him. And that's how they get around here and stay around here. And they sickness causing other people to be more sicker than what they are. Yeah. It's a role for everybody, Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Get that picture to us, man. So yeah, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Hopefully we can tell the NC story tomorrow. We're gonna tell y'all the story of the NC sign, the powder blue. I'm part of the board. I can speak on it. Can't nobody tell me no. Because anybody that got something to say about it from 9-0, let me see who you are. Tell me where you were during that time so we can get an understanding. And please have a clean record. Don't come on here filthy because I'm in my sickness and I have to help you manage your sickness. So if you have any sicknesses that's going on, you feel me, busterism, snitching and all that, it might get exposed, man. So we're gonna try to come bring that story to you tomorrow, man. So please like, subscribe, share, and do all that, man. This is Dr. Crip Show, man. We see y'all tomorrow.